Good morning. What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the My Crypto Journey live stream here for Coffee and Crypto. On what day is it? It's today Thursday. On a fantastic Wednesday day, baby. It's our favorite day, hump day, baby. Do me a favor and smash the like button. I know I was MIA yesterday, spending a lot of this week sending it with my friends, and we sent it a little too hard Monday night. But I'm here, baby. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, push us up in the old algorithm, and we have a ton of news. And I think today is going to be more of like an educational stream about what exactly a security is, what the hell's been going on with the SEC. Because, dude, a lot of us are into crypto. Like, this is like a lot of our lives, especially mine. But a lot of people on this stream, I mean, we've been following this crypto thing for forever, right? And a lot really depends on what the hell is going to happen with the SEC when it comes to what the hell is a security, what isn't. Are they trying to destroy crypto in the United States? And can they destroy crypto? Because the more research I've been doing, the more I realize that I think we're okay. I think we're all okay. But there's some interesting caveats to that, because I do believe that there are some cryptos and some things that are going to be not things that are not going to be happening in the space going forward, regardless of what happens with the SEC. And are meme coins really safer than blue chip cryptos? Very, very interesting. And yes, I'm a double agent for the SEC. And guys, at 9 a.m., shout out to our today shout out to today's sponsor, Cyanide Token, which is an interesting token because a lot of people in the community that I know, DGens and whatnot, especially on Twitter, made this token. Of course, hashtag ad, of course, sponsored stream. Remember, none of this is financial advice. Meme coins are risky, but we love meme coins in the space. So around 9 a.m., we're going to have some of the team come on for an AMA. So stick around, ask some questions. Remember, no questions are taboo, unless they are complete disrespect. But you guys know that we answer all questions, even if they're tough, because that's part of being a cryptocurrency project. You got to answer the tough questions. So smash the like button, push up in the old algorithm. And you know, I got to say what's up to the stream. Let me make sure it's on subscribers mode only. Give me 1 second. We're good to go. Good to go over on Twitter. Let me say what's up to the stream. We have I Do Tax for Free. What's up, baby? My name is Cho. What's up? What's up, Javi? Javi Coffee. Got my Javi Coffee this morning. And of course, we'll talk about Jerome Powell, interest rates hike. We'll talk about inflation number. We'll talk about XRP, because XRP taking a massive dip today. Not because of the FUD that's come out, but because of the buy the rumor, sell the news kind of phenomenon, in my opinion. Then we have Selmo FUD, XRP Army in the house. What's up, baby? Maddie B. Tony Sacco. Somebody speak to my manager. Gabe. Brad. What's up, Brad? How you doing, baby? We have Bubba Bree in the chat. What's up? What's up? Brad, hardest working man in crypto. What's up? What's up? What's up? We had Mr. Investor. What's up? How you doing? How you doing? Edgar, what's up, baby? Edgar, nice new lifting belt. Saw it over on Instagram. Anthony, what's up, baby? Our favorite officer. Bad boys, what you gonna do? And guys, remember today at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we're gonna be doing a AMA over on Twitter for Wednesday token, me and Jake. And they're gonna be giving away $1,000 in USDT, which is nutty. I'm thinking we're gonna do 2 winners. So come hang out in that space and maybe you can win $500. That'd be nice, right? We have XXI Gaming. What's up, baby? Cam. Hemi Life. Dawn. What's up? What's up? What's up, Joni? How you doing, baby? We have CHX fam in the house already. Let's go. And of course, links to everything about Cyanide is in the description down below. We have Club Crow. What's up? Got the Crow fam in the house? Rob got it. Tyra, what's up, baby? Joseph, good morning. Brandon White, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Tennessee in the house. Brandon, you're the only 10 I see. Blockchain Betty, what's up, baby? How you doing? Blockchain baby, Hemi Life. We can talk about SHIB a little bit later. We're gonna do a nice little Q&A after the stream. We'll probably have about a 2-hour stream. TRX Bumblebee Tuna, what's up, baby? Mr. Investor Mall, what's up, baby? Cryptomania. Rodney Ruckus, what's up, baby? Maddie B, Maddie Ice. Black Ranger, Army in the house. What's up, Grant? How you doing, baby? Good morning, Summers. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing today? Smash the like button. Push up in the old algorithm. Man, I started packing yesterday, and I was properly reminded how much of a pain in the ass packing is. And today I'm actually selling a lot of things I have, mainly my ACs, because I'm not going to need them where I'm living since we have centralized cooling and heating. So selling a lot of stuff today. So if you're in San Diego, you want some ACs or some furniture, let your boy know. Okay, let your boy know. We can meet up. Don't kill me if you're a Saitama person. And let's get into the news. All right, let's start off with a little bit of cryptocurrency market updates. Now you can see all these big green bubbles with the exception of XRP. Now, guys, I don't want you guys to think that I'm fudding XRP. All right, I'm not fudding XRP. Okay, because there's some interesting news about their CEOs and their execs selling millions, and I mean millions of dollars of XRP. Now, I don't know if they went to buy the dip. Is it illegal? No. Do all CEOs do it? Yes, but there's a difference, especially when you have those weirdos and Gary G declaring you a security. There's some things you need to do, right? So XRP down 3.9%, but I do really think that this is a buy the rumor, sell the news. What I mean, we had a date when the Hinman emails were going to be released, right? And that's pretty much the emails of the old chair of the SEC, right? Before Gary G pretty much saying that, Ethereum, XRP, and other cryptos are not securities, right? You can't classify them as that, whatever. Which does his word matter? Maybe, because a lot of people think that the reason why Gary G is, attacking cryptocurrency is because he's a puppet now of the powers that be, right? The establishment that's in power right now. Well, why do we think that? Because there's so much video footage of Gary just pro crypto and blockchain technology, wanted to work for Binance, and now he just kind of flipped the script on everyone. So it's like, none of it makes sense, right? None of it makes sense. But XRP down significantly today. Everything else pumping. BNB recovering quite nicely. Has there been any updates? Not really. I've heard a lot of people think that maybe Binance is buying back some of their own token. I don't know. Who knows? No one really knows. I think it's just FUD, but whatever. And guys, fear, uncertainty, and doubt doesn't mean like a negative kind of, it's not a negative thing. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt is. It could be legit or it could be, you could say doctored or whatever. But fear, uncertainty, and doubt just is. You know what I mean? It just is. What's up, Art Caffeine? Yeah, man, I'm about to hit you up. Art Caffeine is a crypto coffee company. When I get to my new address, I'll definitely be hitting you up for some free coffee for promotion. So I'll definitely do that. Give me 1 second. I actually forgot to do one thing on my stream, which YouTube requires. Give me 1 second. I have to make sure that this is I have to put that there is that there people are sponsoring the stream. Give me 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. All right. Paid promotion. Yes. Okay, cool. Sorry about that. Had to go ahead and fix that. All right. Then if we go to the overall cryptocurrency market, we're slightly down today. Nothing too crazy. Now, our trending cryptos are PEPE, Jesus Token, and then Terra Luna Classic. So Jesus up 45%. Sometimes this space makes me a little crazy. You know what I mean? Jesus Token, the Raptor. So, Jesus Token pumping. PEPE pretty much trading sideways. Cryptocurrency market trading sideways. Not much going on. Of course, we had some very, very important numbers come out yesterday, which was we had inflation come in at 4.0%, which is good, lower than expectations. Now, the expectations were 4.1, and I believe the last time we checked it was 4.9. That means as a nation, we are getting a hold of inflation, which is good because remember, we spent too much money during the pandemics. This is good for all markets. Why isn't the cryptocurrency market pumping? Because every other market has been pumping, especially tech stocks. Like Tesla's been sending, AI technology's been sending, and us over here in the cryptocurrency world are like, bro, when pump for us? And obviously, if it weren't for, shout out to the Cyanide community for the $10 donation. If it weren't for Gary G and the SEC, bars, we'd be pumping. You know what I mean? We'd be absolutely be sending, absolutely be sending. So it is what it is. It'd be like that sometime. We got to get through the growing pains, of what's going on. But that's pretty much what's been going on. So good job to us as a nation getting a hold of inflation. It looks like Jerome Powell, who's not a black guy, is doing his best to, get things under control. And what he's doing is working, right? Obviously, it's going to take some time before we get down to the 2% because the lower we go, the harder it gets. But that's pretty sweet. That's good to hear as a nation, So shout out to us for figuring out this inflation drama. Okay, so that's inflation. And today, of course, we have interest rate hikes. Are they going to happen or not? Well, it's about a 95% I read earlier that we're going to pause interest rate hikes because now the interest rate hikes, percentage is higher than actual inflation. So We'll see what happens, but historically, we've paused interest rate hikes when this sort of thing happens. So hopefully, right? And guys, smash the like button. We got all the people. We got Ryan Patrick. What's up, Chrissy? How you doing, baby? Iku Coin, what's up, baby? So let's see what Jerome Powell says. Of course, you have all the body language experts, all like the people deciphering every single word he says. That's going to be going live, I believe, 11 a.m. PST. So what is that? 2 p.m. EST. Someone correct me on that. Around that time frame, they'll come out and they'll talk about interest rate hikes, if they're going to do them or not. Yeah, Jerome. Yeah, I remember that. So it's an inside joke because I was watching a video and there was, I think it was a black guy. I don't know who he was, but he was making some sort of content. And he said, Jerome Powell? Oh, that's definitely a black guy. And obviously Jerome's a white guy. He's in the thumbnail, right? I'm not howling for Saitama in your dreams. So that's what we have to look forward to. So we got interest. We got the inflation data yesterday. Fantastic numbers. We got interest rate hikes probably not happening today. That'd be fantastic. Of course, if we raise interest rates more, which wouldn't make sense, depending, I don't make the rules, but historically it wouldn't make sense. It'd be bad, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, exactly, Christy. Yeah, we'll see what happens. So we're getting a hold on inflation, more pain to come, but it is what it is. We're doing our best to get to what the hell. We're doing our best to pretty much fight inflation. Now, yesterday and the day before, a huge thing I saw trending was fire Gary Gensler. Now, it's nice, because a lot of people don't like Gary, right? No one likes Gary G. Everyone wants to stuff Gary G in a locker, right? Doesn't he have like a little weasel face? Anyways, okay. So, U.S. Congressman officially files bill to fire SEC Chair Gary Gensler, right? Of course, this is our boy Warren Davidson. Who does not like Gary? We should just let him box. Anyways, so that's nice. We like to hear that. We'll read a little bit of this because it's interesting. So U.S. Congressman Warren Davidson had officially filed legislation that would restructure the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission and fire its chair, Gary Gensler. Moreover, in a recent Twitter post, Davidson called Gensler a tyrannical chairman whom Congress must protect the markets from, right? The legislation follows recent enforcement action taken by the SEC last week. Specifically, the U.S. regulator had issued a host of charges against both Coinbase and Binance. Subsequently, the agency cited U.S. securities law violations behind the actions taken against them, right? And we have a new member on the stream. Hold up. AI Doge, welcome to the Degenerates. That eggplant looks oh so nice next to your name. And you became a super degenerate, which is my highest tier. Thank you so much. Welcome to the pit. One of us. Everybody, welcome AI Doge Crypto to the Degenerates. I do appreciate that. Thank you so much. And thank you again for the $10 donation. IXX, you cannot expect me to pronounce that name. I'm gonna call you Zinks. Thank you so much, bro. Can't wait to have you guys on at 9 a.m. for an AMA #ad. Okay, that's nice. They're great headlines. We like that and all, but they're, just because someone put something out there doesn't mean it's gonna pass, right? So obviously, right, in order to pass legislation and send it to the president for his or her signature, both the House and Senate must pass the same bill by majority vote. If the president vetoes the bill, right, which was probably going to happen because Daddy Joe put him there, right, they may override his veto by passing the bill again in each chamber with at least 2/3 of each vote of each body voting in favor. So obviously, there's a lot more to, getting Gary fired than, just putting something out there. Now, we call it what? Political theater, where people say shit and it never happens. And honestly, I think a lot of these politicians running on pro-crypto sentiment, I think those guys, a lot of it's political theater too. So it's not just like you can be like, oh, fire Gary Gensler, or here's some legislation and it passes, guys. There's a lot more that goes into it, right? It's not a dictatorship, although it feels like it sometimes, right? So, is Gary Gensler going to get fired? Maybe, maybe not. Do we want him to get fired? Yeah, maybe. Okay. So what the heck's the big deal with XRP, and who the hell is Bill Hinman, and why are his emails so important, right? Why are they so important? Well, Bill Hinman is the former director of the Security and Exchange Commission Division of Corporate Finance. Joins as an advisory partner to the crypto team. So the former director of the Securities and Exchange Commission, division of corporate finance joins as an advisor partner for the crypto team. So that's why, right, Bill Hinman's so important, right? That's why Bill Hinman's so important. That's why people say what he has to say is important to whether crypto is a security or not. So that's why his emails are so important, and that's why they just got leaked. Right now, obviously, XRP had a nice little pump, and then it dumped. And I figured that this would be the case, although it's recovering live on stream, right? Although although it's pumping, it pumped, it dumped because it was a buy the rumor, sell the news event. That's what everything is. It seems like these emails getting released, like it doesn't matter if like he blatantly said XRP is not a security, which I think it said. We'll read some of it right now, but it's not going to absolutely send. You know what I mean? It maybe send when the rest of the market sends, but it wasn't just going to send XRP to the moon, right? So it was important to understand that, right? Like a lot of people thought that XRP was just a fucking be $100 after these emails are released. That's just not the case. It's never the case, guys. Right? It's never the case. Okay, so check this out. XRP reverses gains after document release in SEC's lawsuit versus Ripple. Right? So prices of XRP, which powers some of Ripple's Labs payment and exchange network services, dipped 1.3% in the 24 hours to 10 a.m. in Hong Kong. The token reversed gains that followed the release of Internal Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) documents on Tuesday that Ripple had claimed could prove the regulator had unfairly targeted the company with a lawsuit. XRP is down 2.05% over the past 7 days, right? So fast facts. In December 2020, the SEC filed a lawsuit against Ripple alleging that its sale of XRP was an unregistered security offering. Now, this is why I'm kind of against the theory that Gary Gensler is making up for the collapse of FTX, because a lot of people saying that the reason why he's going after Coinbase and Binance was because of his failure to, stop the collapse of FTX, even though they had meetings with SBF and stuff like that, and even though SBF was lobbying and those sort of things. I always thought that Gary Gensler has had it out for crypto ever since he became the chair, right? Now, keep in mind that 1 year before this lawsuit was filed, Gary Gensler did want to work for Binance. So that's very interesting. What changes in a year? I don't know. The SEC also named Ripple's executive chairman, Chris Larsen, and chief executive officer, Brad Garlinghouse, as co-defendants for allegedly aiding and abetting Ripple's violations. Now, we get into this a little more deeply, because what's interesting about their CEOs, and we'll check that out right now, Chris Larsen and Brad Garlinghouse, is that these guys sold an insane amount of XRP between 2017 and 2020. Chris Larsen sold $395 million. $395 million worth of XRP, right, on foreign exchanges. And on American exchanges, he sold 58 million. That's gnarly. And then we had Brad Garlinghouse sell 155 million, right? And then this is on foreign exchanges, and 8 million on American exchanges. Guys, that's a lot of XRP. Now, it's not wrong for a CEO or anybody exec in XRP to sell their shares, because we see it all the time. But if it's classified as a security, then you have to declare it, right? And, if it wasn't declared, then it's a violation, because the SEC is saying it's a security. So if it turns out that XRP is labeled as a security, well, then they're in trouble for selling millions of dollars. And this is up to 2020, right? Now, obviously, I think there were bad. So I guess 2017 was a good time to sell if you look at the past. But after that, really was a bad time to sell XRP. So this is interesting, right? Very, very interesting. So I think the freedom of these men really kind of depends on, right, if XRP is labeled a security or not. So that's interesting, right? Let's continue. As part of the lawsuit, hundreds of documents were released Tuesday related to a speech given by an SEC former director, William Hinman, on whether cryptocurrency are securities. All right, let me the SEC had sought to keep the document sealed, but Judge Torres of the U.S. District Court of the Southern District of New York ruled that in May the documents should be made public in what was seen as a favorable ruling for Ripple. In June 2018, Hinman said in his speech that sales of Ether cryptocurrency were not security transaction, and, quote, as with Bitcoin, applying the disclosure regimen of the federal security laws to current transaction in Ether would seem to add a little value. The speech had become a major point of argument in the case as Ripple seeks to bolster its fair notice defense. The release documents include email exchanges between Hinman and a number of SEC staffers in preparation for his 2008 speech. One email shows that an SEC employee commented on the speech draft, quote, although we do not want to suggest that Bitcoin is a security, taking too strong a position of lack of any benefits from the disclosure provisions of the federal securities law might be a wedge that could undermine SEC efforts towards other crypto assets where the assets is a security, right? So they're saying, because the truth is, like, if you look at the Howey test, because that's what they're pretty much basing it on, right? If you look at the Howey test, some cryptos seem to be securities. And the big thing for me is ICO, initial coin offering, right? Which is pre-sales pretty much. And we're no stranger to what a pre-sale is, right? Because, if you're reaching out to a community to gather funds for a cryptocurrency project, yeah, some of the cryptocurrency products are legit and they're going to do things in the space, but a lot of them are not. They end up scamming the community, end up rug pulling and yada, 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 right? Ripple's chief legal officer, Stuart Alderody, is calling for investigation into Hinman. An investigation must be conducted to understand what or who influenced Hinman, Aldertoy tweeted on Tuesday. The documents show, quote, Hinman ignored multiple warnings that his speech contained made-up analysis with no basis in law and showed the SEC flip-flop and overstepped the boundaries of its jurisdiction, according to Aldertoy. Unelected bureaucrats must faithfully apply the law within the constraints of their jurisdiction. They can't, as Hinman tried, to create a new law, Aldertoy said. So what's interesting, right, is like if you're working for the SEC, like, can you say all those sorts of things, right? Is this guy just super pro crypto? The argument's still out there. I don't think these emails are conclusive. Just because an old person that worked for the SEC, said something doesn't mean that it's necessarily like legit, right? They're just emails, right? Like even the fact that we have Gary Gensler suing all these crypto companies doesn't mean that they're securities. They still have to, duke it out in court and stuff like that. That's why they're lawsuits, right? What's up, Cyanide community? Welcome. Guys, smash that like button. Get the whole community in there. Remember, we're having an AMA at 9 a.m. With the CHX community. So, lastly, it says Brad Garlinghouse, Chief Executive Officer of Ripple Labs, tweeted Tuesday that this is absolutely unconscionable that a regulator decide to move forward with a speech despite internal pushback. The SEC has essentially weaponized the lack of regulatory clarity through enforcement actions since this speech was given, Garlinghouse added. Now, a lot of our content's going to be videos from other YouTubers that really highlight what the hell's been going on in the space.
Hey, are you a federal?
Because this video right here by Patrick Boyle, who's not even a crypto guy, really is a fair kind of analysis of what's going on in the cryptocurrency space and really helped me understand, because I watched a lot of videos on, on this whole debacle. And it's hard to get, because I want to know like what the neutral evidence is. I don't want any news from people who are pro SEC. I don't want any news who are from pro crypto, because I just don't know what the hell to believe, because it's always skewed. But this guy, who doesn't make primarily cryptocurrency content, came out with a pretty good video about this situation. It's 22 minutes. It's very long, but it kind of makes some sense. It kind of makes a ton of sense. And it's neither here nor there when it comes to pro or anti-crypto. And I think it's very, very good for us to watch. So we're going to check that out. And then if we have time, we'll watch another video. But first, I want to talk about meme coins and blue chip cryptos. Because the crazy thing is, we had something happen the other day, right? We had Robinhood list a lot of cryptocurrencies. And what's crazy is because, remember, Robinhood has SHIB and Doge, right? Thank you so much, Javi. Yeah, smash the like button, subscribe. Robinhood has SHIB and Doge on their platform. But they preemptively delisted, right, Cardano, Solana, Polygon amidst SEC regulation. Now, if you look at those names, Cardano, Solana, and Polygon, like, what? So you're telling me Dogecoin and SHIB is okay, but these guys aren't? Why? Because they were classified as securities by the SEC. The crazy thing is that a lot of meme coins did do pre-sales and stuff like that, or ICOs, you could say. Fine, right? They did do that. But a lot of meme coins, the popular ones, obviously like SHIB, PEPE, and others never did an ICO. They just pumped to pump, right? They pump to pump, right? So that's interesting. Whereas other cryptos did ICO, so they're classified as securities. That's very, very interesting. Now, Binance was always in trouble, I think, or always going to be in trouble because they had an ICO back in, I believe, in 2017, I believe, right? When they became an exchange. Very, very interesting. AI Doge, thank you so much for the $5 donation, bro. I do appreciate that. And thank you guys so much for all the donations today. You guys are absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much, guys. We have 160 people in the chat, guys. Or my bad, 190. Push us up in the old algorithm. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Push us up in the old algorithm. So that's interesting, right? Very, very interesting, right? Very, very interesting. So, the thing is, American corporations, American banks, American exchanges, except for Coinbase, obviously, they're not really, right? Yeah, that's interesting, Icon Coin. But did they do one at all? So they're not going to deal with the SEC. They don't want to deal with lawsuits. I've heard rumors of, Robinhood, being in trouble when it comes to just their finances and their balance sheet in general. Do you think they want to go through a lawsuit with the SEC? No, they don't. They'd rather not list crypto or some of these crypto altogether. Remember, Robinhood's not a cryptocurrency platform. They offer cryptocurrency, but that's not their main thing, right? It's equities kind of market thing, right? So very interesting, right? Very, very interesting. And this is why we're seeing the banks kind of just like ditch Binance US. And this is why Binance offered that whole, hey, man, by June 13th, you better get your cryptos off our exchange, or excuse me, you better get your US dollars off our exchanges because banks are not going to want to work with us. So if you have Binance US, hopefully you got your US dollars off the exchange. Now your crypto is going to be okay. So far, Binance US is okay. But we'll see what happens in the future. So banks are not going to want to deal with this sort of regulation. They don't want to deal with the SEC. And I don't blame them, to be honest, right? So, I mean, it is what it is, but things are getting crazy. But it's interesting to see Memecoins may be safe from this whole SEC debacle, which is absolutely hilarious, right? Hilarious that Memecoins, right, are safe from the debacle. Now, let's watch this video. It's a long video. This is probably going to bring us to the Cyanide AMA, but I think it's super, super important because it's a neutral analysis on everything that's happening in the space.
Exchanges Binance and Coinbase have violated. The SEC accused crypto exchanges Binance and Coinbase of violating US securities laws, offering unregistered securities and operating as unregistered venues, amongst other charges earlier this week. These are the two biggest crypto exchanges, and they account for more than half of global cryptocurrency trading volume. Binance was additionally accused of mixing billions of dollars of customer funds with a separate trading firm owned by its chief executive, Changpeng Zhao, known as CZ,
and that right there is illegal, right? That right there is illegal because that's the same thing Sam Bankman-Fried got in trouble for. So if it's shown that CZ did that, that's really bad. That's illegal. That's where the criminal charges are brought in.
Being involved in wash trading to inflate its US platform's perceived trading volumes. The SEC is seeking to prevent the exchanges from violating securities regulation, requiring them to disgorge all ill-gotten gains and pay a monetary penalty. At Binance, the regulator is also seeking to permanently ban CZ, the CEO, from acting as an officer or director of any issuer whose securities are registered with the agency. In a separate filing, the SEC requested a temporary freeze on the assets of several Binance-linked entities. This rush to freeze the assets was based on what the SEC alleges was free movement of client funds, merged or rerouted mainly to two trading firms directly or indirectly owned by Binance chief executive CZ. Traders moved more than $800 million out of Binance in the 24 hours after the lawsuit was announced. And Binance.US announced yesterday that it was suspending US dollar deposits.
Now, what's interesting about all this, guys, is Binance has been in some trouble before with their stablecoin, right? And to me, if they can get through all this without having any like money issues, which they shouldn't because Binance.com has a lot of funds, then it's kind of like a feather in their cap. Why? Because the SEC went after Paxos. They maintain, which mints their stablecoin BUSD. They maintain their peg. They're fine, right? No one ever, they did not depeg, which a lot of stablecoins did after a little bit of FUD. And then now Binance US is in a little bit of trouble. So if Binance can be okay and honor all the customer withdrawals and those sorts of things and keep their platform running, even though they won't deal with US banks for now, and BUSD was okay. Well, this shows that Binance is probably okay under the hood, right?
And that its banking partners are preparing to pause fiat dollar withdrawal channels as early as June 13th. After taking his role at the SEC 2 years ago, Chairman Gary Gensler began encouraging crypto trading platforms to register with the agency and has argued for quite some time that most digital tokens qualify as securities. His language became more insistent in the months after the spectacular failure of FTX last November. A good argument can be made that the SEC is shutting the barn door long after the horse has bolted. The Federal Trade Commission claimed in a report last year, which came out before the collapse of FTX, that cryptocurrency fraud had resulted in over $1 billion of losses. The losses that have occurred since that report have been significantly higher. Many are pointing out the mixed messages coming from regulators as the SEC approved Coinbase's direct listing last year, which is a little bit confusing. But of course, getting approval for a securities listing is not a license to commit securities fraud.
So that's what that was a big kind of deal right there. It's like, well, Coinbase went public and the SEC approved them, right? Obviously now they're saying they're committing securities fraud, but what's different in their business then than now? That's it's very confusing, right?
I think you need a separate license for that. There were some arguments in the past that the SEC was waiting for new legislation to be passed before they started cracking down on cryptocurrency fraud. But in the cases being brought this week, they're mostly relying on the Securities Act of 1934, an almost 90-year-old piece of legislation. It may be the case that last year, when cryptocurrency prices were soaring, regulators didn't want to be seen to be killing a new innovative industry. And now that crypto prices have collapsed and firms like FTX have been exposed as thinly disguised frauds, it's easier politically to step in and shut things down.
True.
Now, before we dig into all of the lawsuits, let me quickly tell you about today's video sponsor, Skill.
We're going to skip the sponsor.
In the description, we'll get 1 month free of Skillshare so you can start on your learning journey today. The SEC filed 13 civil charges against Binance and its chief CZ on Monday. This comes after the CFTC, another regulator, sued Binance in March for operating illegally in the United States in a lawsuit that seeks fines and an injunction against the exchange. The CFTC case against Binance is mostly for letting big US customers like Jane Street and Tower Research trade on its offshore exchange where US customers are supposed to be prohibited. On Tuesday this week, the SEC went after Coinbase, accusing it of operating as an unregistered exchange since 2019 through its online platform, its prime brokerage, and its crypto wallet service. The SEC says that assets available on these venues meet the legal definition of securities, thus bringing Coinbase's operations squarely within the purview of the relevant securities laws. Gensler, the SEC chair, said that Coinbase's alleged failures deprive investors of critical protections, including rulebooks that prevent fraud and manipulation, proper disclosure, safeguards against conflicts of interest, and routine inspection by the SEC. On top of all of this, a task force of 10 US state regulators have come after Coinbase, alleging it violated state securities laws by offering its staking program to residents. Okay, so the SEC allegations against the two crypto exchanges are similar but somewhat different. The complaint against Coinbase is mostly focused on the fact that Coinbase did not register with the SEC as a securities exchange the way that they're supposed to. The big accusation is that Coinbase's failure to register with the SEC has deprived investors of significant protections, including inspection by the SEC, record-keeping requirements, and safeguards against conflicts of interest, among others. The complaint against Binance makes the same allegations, but includes a number of additional allegations, like that the firm misrepresented trading controls and oversight
This is
that
a
was
big one.
happening on Binance's US platform. The SEC alleged that Binance and its CEO, CZ, had control of clients' assets, which allowed funds to be merged or rerouted, with billions of dollars being sent to a crypto asset trading firm incorporated in the British Virgin Islands, owned by Zhao, called Merit Peak Limited. Assets were also allegedly diverted to a separate entity owned and controlled by Zhao called.
Now, this is the shadiness right here, and this is what you could have some sort of criminal actions taken against CZ, is because these are all supposed to be different entities, right? And if they're all the same, well, then that's huge, right? This is the same thing with Sam Bankman-Fried, right? With Alameda Research and FTX. Not exactly the same, but this is bad, right? This is the bad stuff about CZ, if it is true, right? And thank you so much for the $20 donation. Thank you so much, Cyanide family in the house. Jesus. Yeah, we're having an AMA at 9 a.m., so stick around for that, but let's continue the video. And thank you so much again for $20.
Called Sigma Chain, which the SEC says engaged in manipulative trading that inflated the Binance US platform's trading volume. The complaint alleges that Zhao and Binance secretly controlled customers' assets, allowing them to commingle and divert investor funds as they please. The complaint says that by 2021, at least $145 million was transferred from the US arm of Binance to a Sigma Chain account, and another $45 million of funds were transferred from another corporate account to the Sigma Chain account. From this account, Sigma Chain spent $11 million to buy a yacht.
Now, is that a business expense? Is the yacht a business expense?
Now, I think most crypto traders kind of get that you're not really a crypto exchange CEO without a yacht.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, there's a right way and a wrong way to buy a yacht. And regulators mostly want crypto CEOs to get their yacht the right way, or at least that's what they say. The SEC claims that Sigma Chain engaged in wash trading in 48 of 51 crypto assets that had been newly listed on the platform between January and June 2022 to boost the appearance of activity in those tokens and on the exchange. The complaint alleges that the day after Binance US opened for trading, wash trading between Sigma Chain accounts owned by Zhao or associated with Binance senior employees made up more than 99% of the initial hour of trading volume in at least one crypto asset. And yeah, I mean, that it does look bad, but at least there was 1% of legitimate trading. It's not 100% bad. Binance is accused of deceiving investors into thinking that trading volumes on the platform were robust, real, and reliable, according to the SEC. And
now this is interesting because this is a common thing in the cryptocurrency space, guys. We see these in crypto projects too have this insane volume. Shout out to Jayhawk. But if you follow the wallets for some of these, or if you know, a lot of people are accusing of like fake pumps. Like we have developers, whales in the space, you know, buying up the chart to make it look like there's volume. You have exchanges doing all sorts of trading to make it look like the exchange is more kind of it's kind of bigger than what we think it is, right? You know what I mean? So that's bad, obviously, right? That's putting pretty much instilling false hope and stuff like that. Kind of crazy.
And they were 1% reliable.
What's up, Dino?
So who knows? The SEC chair, Gary Gensler.
And remember, because you were following some wallets on a certain cryptocurrency that looked like they were pumping their charts, Jayhawk. Remember, this guy's not a crypto guy. He's not a non-crypto guy. He's a neutral kind of content guy who covers a lot of other topics. But, you know, he had the best breakdown of this whole situation. And I thought it was good for us to get some sort of neutral voice in the space, right?
concluded that through 13 charges, we allege that Zhao and Binance entities engaged in an extensive web of deception, conflicts of interest, lack of disclosure, and calculated evasion of the law. Binance's chief compliance officer doesn't appear to entirely disagree with that accusation, as he famously wrote in a communication with a colleague, "We're operating as a fucking unlicensed securities exchange in the USA, bro." I realize I'm getting old, as I've never actually spoken to a compliance officer who calls people bro, but there's no law against that. As I mentioned earlier, the SEC is coming after these exchanges for violating the Securities Exchange Act of 1934, which regulates the trading of securities. So they're not being accused of illegally selling securities to raise money, which would come under the 33 Act, but rather of operating a trading venue for securities without registering as a securities exchange. U.S. securities exchange regulations require a separation of three key functions: the exchange, which matches trades between buyers and sellers, the broker-dealer, who trades on the exchange on behalf of customers, and the clearinghouse, who keeps electronic records, settles securities trades, and moves the money and securities around. In the crypto market and on these two exchanges, all three of these functions are combined. Now, there's nothing very new about the news of the SEC lawsuit against Coinbase. The SEC sent Coinbase a Wells notice earlier this year, informing them that the agency is planning to bring enforcement actions against them for running an unregistered exchange. You might thus think that Coinbase simply need to register with the SEC, separate the key functions, and get on with business. But that's not really the way things work. The SEC's policies make it impossible for crypto asset trading platforms to register and operate in compliance with the regulatory framework for securities exchanges. Firstly, registered securities exchanges can only trade securities, but SEC rules and guidance largely prevent crypto assets, the things that they actually trade, from being registered as securities. While the tokens meet the legal definition of securities, they don't generally meet the standards that would be required for a security to be registered in the United States. As a result,
and this is where it gets really confusing, and why a lot of cryptocurrency heads and experts in the space, you could say CEOs, whatever, are like, dude, you want us to register, but we can't. You know what I mean? So that's why it seems like some sort of soft lock, right? Some sort of hard lock. Like, we can't do it. You know what I mean? So let's continue.
There are virtually no crypto assets that a compliant registered securities exchange could list and trade. Secondly, even if there were crypto assets registered as securities, existing SEC rules and guidance make it impossible for crypto asset trading platforms to register and comply with the requirements applicable to securities exchanges for three big reasons. First, only registered broker-dealers can trade on an exchange, but SEC rules have effectively prevented registered broker-dealers from handling crypto assets. Second, crypto asset trading platforms registered as securities exchanges could no longer provide custody services, but SEC guidance largely prevents the custody of crypto assets by qualified custodians. Third, the SEC has not provided a way for a registered crypto asset trading platform to comply with clearing rules. So the SEC has been telling crypto exchanges to come in and register, but then they haven't really provided a path where that could be done. So these enforcement actions can be read as being designed to shut down crypto exchanges rather than to force them to register. Matt Levine at Bloomberg describes this request as a dark joke from the regulator and argues that the enforcement actions are meant to shut down crypto exchanges, not to force them to register.
And this is what a lot of the people in the cryptocurrency space has been saying, right? They're like, it's like, just come in and register, but it's like, it's not that easy because there's no clear path for them to do so. So obviously they're just trying to destroy crypto, right? Now, the rest of this video is interesting too, because it kind of highlights a way for crypto to exist without being involved with the SEC in general. Let's continue. Yep. I saw that Cyanide. I shouted out your $20 super chat. Thank you so much. Yep, and thank you so much for wishing me a new move. I do appreciate you. Let's continue.
A big point in this lawsuit is whether crypto tokens are securities or not. The SEC's argument is that most crypto tokens, but not all of them, not Bitcoin, which they've decided is a commodity, and not Dogecoin, which is obviously a joke, but the rest are securities under US law. Coinbase's view is that many of them, in particular the ones that they have listed on their exchange, are not securities. The SEC cites a list of tokens in the complaints that were listed on the two exchanges, saying that they are definitely securities. Under US law, the Howey test is used to determine if something is a security or not. If there's an investment of money in a common enterprise with an expectation of profits to come solely from the efforts of others, that's a security. This is a fairly broad definition, and most crypto tokens would qualify as securities under that test. The SEC began their crypto crackdown in 2017 by outlawing ICOs, or initial coin offerings, where a crypto project would raise money by selling crypto tokens to public investors.
I mean, how many cryptocurrencies over the last year or two, when just on our channel, have we seen pre-sales for, right? I mean, a lot, and all those cryptos could be classified as securities. Let's continue.
The majority of ICOs turned out to be vaporware or simple scams, taking advantage of gullible retail investors.
Now, does that ring true to you guys? How many pre-sales that we buy into that absolutely wrecked us? Right? Pre-sales are so dangerous, right? Especially when they launch on Uniswap. It's like sometimes they're honeypots. Sometimes it's like, and Pink Sale and Pulo don't really care about vetting these cryptocurrency products properly. And KYC are a joke. These KYC companies are a joke, right? So many people KYC for other people, they end up wrecking people. And then when we need somebody to find out who wrecked us, there's no answer.
The tokens were obviously securities, and the ICOs were obviously unregistered securities offerings. The SEC had a pretty easy time making this argument in court. The crypto industry worked around the ICO ban by selling tokens at first to accredited investors like venture capitalists and crypto hedge funds. These were then considered private offerings and exempt from registration requirements. Once these investors had held onto the tokens for a suitable period of time, usually a year, they could dump them or sell them onto the public, because SEC Rule 144 allows public resale of restricted and controlled securities if a number of conditions are met.
So that's interesting too, because a lot of like VC venture capital, so like they'll give their stamp of approval on some cryptocurrency products, and Charles Hoskins is pointing this out. What they'll do is they'll be the angel investors for some of these projects, but after a certain period of time, they'll end up dumping on the community, right? Interesting.
There are over 10,000 crypto tokens trading today, and the SEC has only gone after a few of them as unregistered securities offerings. The SEC could likely go after these 10,000 or more tokens under the Securities Act of 1933 at some point in the future, as virtually none of them provide the sort of financial and business disclosure that a public company would have to disclose to its shareholders, and lots of them trade freely on crypto exchanges where US retail investors are allowed to buy them. The SEC is at present cracking down on crypto by going after the exchanges, but that doesn't mean that they won't go after individual tokens at some point in the future. It equally shouldn't be a surprise if they went after crypto hedge funds and venture capitalists.
Now, a lot of people think they're going to start from the top down and then go after a lot of the other people in our space that did crazy pre-sales or stuff like that, got away with it, and now they're gone, right? And they're starting with the big exchanges, because obviously the big exchanges are the way to stamp out the rest of cryptocurrency. If you can take down Binance and Coinbase, well, then they'll get to everybody else. But taking down the big guys first is the reason why the SEC is going after these top exchanges.
Over token resales either. Michael Barr, the Federal Reserve's vice chair for supervision, in a speech to the US Senate last year, said that the crypto sector requires effective oversight that includes safeguards to ensure that crypto companies are subject to similar regulatory safeguards as other financial services providers. Gary Gensler has similarly said that nothing about the crypto markets is incompatible with the securities laws. Investor protection is just as relevant regardless of underlying technologies. Now, I'm not sure how wise it is to apply securities laws to the crypto sector at all.
Now, this is interesting because this is a different, the end of this video is like, I never really thought of it like that. Now, listen closely because it's like pretty much what he's going to say is like, why doesn't the SEC just leave us all alone? Just let's listen. This is very, very interesting.
There's a good argument to be made that crypto is nothing like traditional financial instruments. It does nothing to support any real-world economic activity. Crypto is possibly more like a gambling product or a collectible than a true financial product, and thus it shouldn't be regulated by securities regulators, other than if it's being used as part of a Ponzi scheme or something like that. For those who argue that crypto is a new technology that will change the world like the internet did, I'd point out that the internet solved all sorts of problems within months of its appearance. And
now, this is something that I kind of fell into the trap too, like the internet adoption, the cryptocurrency adoption when I first started making content. But the internet solves so many problems, right? And crypto really hasn't, really. You could say that Bitcoin solves the money problem with printing too much money, hyperinflation, and stuff like that, but not really, right? Let's continue.
While crypto has been around for more than 13 years, there doesn't seem to be much of a use case other than gambling on the price of mostly useless tokens and bad artwork. Making everything that someone out there feels is an investment into an actual investment for regulatory purposes might be a mistake. You could start adding all sorts of money-making schemes to the list after crypto. The main reason that I think regulators should ignore crypto is that regulation would possibly give crypto a veneer of respectability and the appearance of an official seal of approval from the regulator, which is possibly contrary to the goals of securities regulators. The crypto system today doesn't appear to pose much of a risk to financial stability beyond what we've seen with Silvergate and Signature banks. Any perceived regulatory seal of approval would likely encourage banks and asset managers to get involved in crypto, making the banking system more vulnerable to price collapses in crypto assets should they occur. The people involved in crypto don't seem to want to be regulated either, and there are all sorts of buyer beware unregulated things out there that people invest in, like art, antiques, stamps, trading cards, or beanie babies. The world of collectibles is filled with fraud too, and people invest in these things with the goal of making a profit, but regulators don't see a need to step in and stop them. It's not obviously the government's place to stop people from doing unwise things with their money. Now, it might make sense to regulate crypto the way gambling is regulated. Consumers might need the types of legal protection they get at a casino. Additionally, law enforcement needs to crack down on money laundering, fraud, and any other legal violations that are happening in the crypto space, but there are already laws in the books against these activities. Overall, the SEC, the CFTC, and the Federal Reserve probably should not be involved in crypto from a regulatory perspective, except to tell the businesses that they regulate that they can't get involved in crypto. Interest in crypto trading and investing has been fading fast over the last year. The people who get excited about the new thing are all busy talking about AI today, and crypto trading volumes have been falling steadily. Yes, Bitcoin is up a lot year to date, but that may be more a function of American investors having a much harder time getting their money out of crypto now that the two main crypto banks, Silvergate and Signature, have collapsed, than any real resurgence of interest. Left alone, crypto would likely become a niche interest for a small group of people, not unlike stamp collecting Pokemon cards and things like that. It looks like the overall goal of US regulators is to stamp out crypto altogether in the United States. And they're starting with the exchanges and could well go after the most popular tokens that can be easiest classified as securities next. If you found this video interesting,
so that's a very interesting analysis for somebody who has no skin in the game. You know, very, very interesting to see someone say, hey, man, just leave us alone. Leave us alone. Right. But yes, crypto does solve some problems like being able to send cash, you know, and those sort of things, because crypto's many things. And that's why it's hard to classify, because if you look at Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and store of values, it's just a store of value. Right. But if you look at, the Ethereums, the XRPs, the Cardanos of the world, like they're different, right? They seem like companies with shares that operate on the blockchain, so it seems like, these are just companies that are operating on the blockchain that are unregulated, and they seem like securities. So crypto's so many different things. Stable coins are different too. Very, very interesting, right? So it's kind of an insane situation, but to me, I think maybe the best course of action is just to leave us alone, because if we get through this, right, if we defeat the SEC, well, then, like you said, we may get some sort of, like, I don't know, you could say clout, or kind of people would start, be more interested in cryptocurrency because we did such a thing like that. So very, very interesting, right? That guy is not a full-blown moron. That's actually a really smart and like careful, like pretty much opinion on it. Did I agree with everything he says? No, but I mean, a lot of it makes sense. Right? And then we're gonna have our AMA here in a little bit. And yes, I don't know, Cyanide Explosion, if you're not watching the stream, but I read your super chat twice already. So, and I want to give a quick shout out to Patrick Collier for being on my channel for 5 months. Congratulations, Patrick. Thank you so much for spending 5 months on my channel as a degenerate. You've been around longer. And it says, it's your month, Rodney LFG. Ha, 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 ha. So what'd you guys think about that, right? Blockchain. To you, he might be okay. So what did he get wrong, Crypto King? So what did he get wrong? What did he get wrong? I mean, it makes sense, right? What did he get wrong that you didn't agree with? Crypto is the future of finance, and they are scared of hence. Well, I do think that, stable coins, XRP, Bitcoin as a store of value. That's the reason why they're trying to stamp it out, obviously. And I read a comment earlier. The reason why they don't like crypto is because they want to make their own crypto in CBDCs, right? The government wants their own thing in CBDCs, right? That's what they want. But remember, crypto is more than just one thing, right? That's the main reason why they're doing it. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. So what'd you guys think? Josh says crypto blockchain. What's up, Jet? What's up, Ryder? How you doing, baby? Josh says crypto blockchain is no different than their Ponzi scheme debit card system, where digitally withdraw money from your account instead of the bank. People have the power. That's their problem. Exactly. Yeah. They don't like people having all that power, right? What's up, Kahal? How you doing? Terrarium 1000X. That's hilarious. Terrarium's done now. Terrarium is absolutely done now. Yeah, crazy. Interesting to see that. Interesting to see what's going on, The XRP news is very, very interesting this morning, too. So we'll see what happens to XRP. Obviously, a lot of people are disappointed because XRP didn't 1000X in a day, but I didn't think it would anyways. And the fact that their CEOs are selling shares is not news to me, but a lot of people are kind of like, hey, why are they selling millions of dollars of XRP? Right now, obviously, when you have people like, Elon Musk selling shares, and you have people, that are CEOs selling shares, I mean, it happens all the time. But if you're, you have to report it if you're classified as a security, which they didn't do. So if for some reason XRP gets labeled as security, well, then these guys can be in a lot of trouble too. You know what I mean? Hit with another fine and stuff like that, right? So that's a lot of money, man. 155 million, right? Obviously, it probably sold it to put money back into the project, So we'll see what happens. Give me a second. Terraport has lots of CertiK votes every day. I noticed Terraport. The Terra Luna situation is interesting. It is pumping a little bit today, but like I said, there's a lot of divisiveness in that community. You guys lost one of your bigger influencers in classy crypto, but All right, so just getting ready for our Cyanide AMA here. Remember, guys, no question is taboo. So ask the question, right? This is what we do on my show. We keep it real. You guys ask a question, as long as it's not blatant disrespect, I will answer. Now, the hierarchy is going to go, of course, donations first. We'll do community members, and then we'll do everyone else asking questions, right? We'll do a quick SHIB check, and then we'll go ahead and get the community. So SHIB's interesting, right? Shiba Inu is interesting, obviously, since PEPE hit the scene, right? SHIB's been kind of cooling off a little bit, right? But they're still building their metaverse and stuff like that. You have other people in the community making their own tokens. I think SHIB's going to be okay. They're just cooling off a little bit, all right? All right? They're just cooling off a little bit, so we'll see what happens. You said Classy who? Classy Crypto, your boy. He gone, baby. He gone. Let me pull up Cyanide here real quick. Let's get ready for this AMA. Of course, we'll ask the developer a little bit about himself. We'll ask him about why he started the project, all that good stuff. Cue those questions, community. Remember, this is a sponsor stream. Hashtag Ed. Give me 1 second. Let me pull up their stuff right now. Of course, link to everything about this product is in the description down below. Let's see. Get the Twitter chart, coin market cap. All right, so let's get the AMA ready, ladies and gentlemen. Cue those questions up, and let's get to it. All right, so let's welcome in the official Cyanide Coin. I think we have the person here, and then Sir Poopsalot. So we're starting on the top ropes already. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Cyanide Coin and Sir Poopsalot. What's going on? How you guys doing?
Good morning. Hey. How you doing, man?
How you doing? How you doing? I'm happy to be on the Cyanide, on your show today, Rodney. Thank you for bringing us on here.
Absolutely. Thanks for sponsoring the show. We have a lot of cryptos come on the show through the history of this channel. And what's interesting to me is a lot of people in my community are actually involved in this crypto. So it's interesting. So I'm going to start with the Cyanide Coin. Just go ahead and give us your name or your name you go by, and then we'll go to Sir Poopsalot and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so we go by, my name is Real Bossman from the Shiba Army. I've been in Shiba Army since 2021. I'm a Shiba OG from them days, and I used to be a previous Shiba Swap helper. Now I've made this project to build on my land in the metaverse and just get things started. So yeah, go introduce yourself, Sir Poopsalot.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, bro.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm also from the Shiba Army as well. I actually started talking to Real Boss Man like through this Discord. We're both on SHIB and Pawzone. And one day he just came out of nowhere and said, "Hey man, I'm starting a project. You want to be an admin?" Me, I'm not really about promoting a lot of projects at all. So I really trust this man, and I decided to go ahead and just be an admin on this project. And it's been great. It's been great. We had rough times, but now it's been running smoothly.
Awesome. So obviously the big question is going to be, since there's no faces or any legit names, explain why you guys are not doxed, and do you plan on doxing in the future?
So for myself, Real Bossman, at the moment, I do go on video chat to my community members in the Telegram and stuff.
Okay.
But publicly, I am not doxed because crypto is crazy, Rodney. As you know, if someone's 50% down, they might try to start find me or something. I can't control that. So I'm not planning to dox. I'm a part of the Shiba Army. As people know, Shiba Army are not doxed. Shaitoshi, Ryoshi, I've learned from them. I've picked up some of their ways. So I don't believe I will be doxing. I'm building for their metaverse, and that's how it's going to stay as far as it's planned so far.
Yeah, in the space, we've had people dox and absolutely riggedy wrecked us. Shout out to Terrarium, shout out to Saitama, you know what I mean? Shout out to a lot of the projects that are doxed and wrecking us all the time.
Yeah, and I believe there's some mystery there if you stay on doxed as well. So, it's just good for the mystery as well, guys. Yeah, let's go.
Awesome. And then, okay, so cool. It's good to meet you guys. I know that Sir Poopsalot has actually been in my comments for a long time. And then we have, we have Real Bossman who's actually been a DGen for quite a while. So remember, guys, links to this product, everything is in the description down below. This is their Twitter. Of course, this is their website. And then we have your price, which is looking pretty decent today, up 6%. And this is your chart over on Dex Tools. All right. So tell us a little bit about why you got into crypto. We'll start with a boss man, and then we'll get into Sir Poopsalot of why you guys got into crypto and kind of what problems are you solving with this project.
Yeah, so I initially got into crypto for money, as everyone did. I was looking at investments in the stock market, and it was actually hard to get into stocks because it was during GME and GameStop. They blocked people making new accounts. So because Trading 212 did that, I couldn't make an account to get involved with that. I actually got involved with crypto and started, with Dogecoin and Shiba. Ever since then, I've just loved it. I've been. I say that crypto is more addicting than drugs.
That's true.
We're here, bro. We're here.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. Go ahead, Sir Poops a lot.
Same route actually. I was just trading stocks at the time. Wasn't making too much profits. I felt once I got into crypto, I got in really early, like when XRP was barely out there. When Tron had BitTorrent, that coin come out. I was early on that one as well. I was early in a lot of things at the time. And I found I made more profit that way. And then eventually later in the years, I stumbled onto Shiba when I wasn't really into DEX exchanges at the time. Uniswap was really foreign to me. And that got me into other DeFi projects. And, from there on out, I just started, like you said, it's an addiction. You really get hooked on these projects and hopefully you don't get wrecked. That's the one thing you try to be cautious about. And like you preach, take your profits. That's one of the things. It's like, make sure you take your profits because it could reverse on you and then you're left holding the bags. And then, you know how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, it's honestly a tale as old as time in this space. Awesome. So let's talk about your product a little bit. So when it comes to meme coins, you have two different kind of meme coins, like actually utility tokens or just meme coins to be memes, right? We have, products like PEPE. Of course, you have many other products in the space that are just like meme coins. They're just here because they're meme coins, right? So tell us about what Cyanide is, what your guys' like goals are, what your use cases, if there's any. And just give us a little bit about your project.
Yeah, so at the moment, we do have a white paper. I fully produced that. It's on our website, cyanidecoin.com/white paper. We are in the middle at the moment, I believe myself as the creator. We're in the middle of being a meme and, having some utility because I do plan to bridges over to Shibarium and build, a cyanide world, one of our main hubs on some land that I have acquired over my time being in Shiba. I actually have a 2x2 land, so 4 pieces of land connected to give us a nice big piece of land, guys, to build our hub on. And there is plans for us to, Shiba has recently just announced actually that there's going to be game building tools and all these amazing tools for us to use on our land and build. So I'm going to be using them tools to build as an experience and give Cyanide Coin some, hopeful utility within that metaverse. Like maybe you could gamble, maybe you could, bet some against another user within the metaverse or, use some to gain entry to a VIP zone or something in the Cyanide world, what we plan to build. Now, this is all outlined in my white paper as well. So if anyone wants to read the full vision there, you can go ahead. Yeah, it's pulled it up. Let's have a look.
Yeah, we have and of course links to everything is in the description down below, just in case you guys want to dig a little deeper. Now, tell us a little bit about the backstory of Cyanide, because I'm actually familiar with the comic Cyanide and Happiness. Why choose Cyanide?
So so to be completely honest with everyone, it was not my idea. There was another dev what came to me originally with this coin, and he says, "Hey, boss man, do you want to make a coin with me?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, let's do it." Because I actually have a background in computer science. I did go to university and I studied computer science, games technology. I realized I could probably do it. So I took it by the horns. I grabbed the bull and I jumped on it. I made the coin. We've got a simple open Zeppelin contract that can be easily verified and audited. So it's open source, squeaky clean. Anybody can go and have a look. And I launched it myself when the guy came to me because I didn't want any other multi-sigs or other people to have influence to mess it up. I had a vision that I always wanted to build on my land. So when this guy came to me and said, "Let's make this coin," I said, "Yeah," and I've made sure to be in control of it, Rodner. So he didn't mess it up. And that dev actually left us after we launched twice. We did launch multiple times to get to this point. We launched 3 times. We have 3 contracts, but this is the final contract. When V1 did fail, actually, when we realized I didn't add the ownable option, so it wasn't renounceable. At that point, when we realized, it was like, oh my God, what have we done? We can't renounce it. So we had to launch V2 regardless. It had to be done. He left at that point. He didn't want to put the money to provide the liquidity to save the investors. So I actually sold one of my investments, which, to fund V2 and get us off the ground without that dev. all alone, bro. So I've been through the wombs, I've been stabbed in the back to get here, but I showed resilience. I didn't stop, and I launched V2. With V2, we actually wrecked some bots because I had a blacklist, but it looked so ugly on V2. Like, we was never going to get to this point. Dex tools didn't like us. It was all red, bro. So by the time we'd wrecked some bots with the blacklists in V2 and stuff, I launched V3, this contract, and all of the bots was excluded from our airdrop. So no bots actually own, you know, a large amount of this token. In V1, bots actually did own 27% of the supply. So that was going to be a big problem as well. So by launching 3 times, we eliminated the bots, and we're moving forward, bro. So that's a bit of the backstory as to why I got here. I didn't even come up with the coin idea, but I've looked into it so much since then. I love the meme myself, you know, the Cyanide and Happiness. They have a massive Twitter page with 250,000 followers, guys. You know, they I don't know if they know about us yet. I'm scared about that. But just to cover that, if the copyright issues do come, guys, we are called Cyanide Coin. So we can always pivot and change our image like Ben Token did if we need to. So we've got that covered if they come after us. So don't worry.
Yeah, that was an interesting situation because as soon as because we know this in the space, as soon as a meme coin gets any sort of like, you know, any sort of like traction, they will come for you. I'm not sure about Cyanide and Happiness and those sorts of things, but we know, like, especially with Ben Token, I think it was from a Disney movie, and then of course, you know, Psyop, that was a Pokemon, and you know, Japanese companies don't play, so it's good to have some sort of exit plan just in case that happens.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, like cyanide is actually a chemical element, you know, on the periodic table. So we could always pivot towards that if the heat got that hot in the future. But Cyanide and Happiness, they seem like cool people. I've actually started to write a letter up. So if they do contact us, we could hit them back with a letter offering a partnership, actually, you know. So I've got that letter prepared for them if they do ever, you know, contact.
Yeah, those guys have been out for about 20 years now. Because I remember reading these comments and stuff, like, or reading their comics in high school.
Yeah, like they've got YouTube videos. There's lots, you know, and this is why also, Rodney, why we you know, I thought it was a great idea. As soon as the other guy came to me and said, look, I found this, let's do this. I thought, right, that's great actually, because there's loads of content out there already. All of our members that come, they can just go and scrape some content and make some new memes very easily. And that's how we plan to gain some traction, to be a part of the meme season. You know, and so for the short term, we're planning to be all about the memes. You know, we want to push Cyanide memes, get everyone involved with, you know, mixing it up with PEPE and whatever others memes are out there. And then for the long term, we do have my Shiba vision, but that is just my vision to build and get to that blockchain. That is just real boss man as a Shiba army. I want to build on that land, develop a project, and show them the Shiba army that I'm contributing back, being a long time member. But Cyanide Coin can be much more than that, Rodney. It really can. It could actually be, you know, one of the next biggest movements. You know, apart from, because we are on an ERC20, we have so much room for growth. We could go in any direction actually, and we could actually grow to be a massive community. You know, over time, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's also it's good for any meme coin, like, to make sure they look into Shibarium, because Shibarium is going to be such a big deal for meme coins. Obviously, Shib's been silent right now, and I wish they'd be a little more vocal, because all the news we're hearing is coming out for the community members. But I do think that any sort of partnerships with Shib and stuff like that, like, of course, the Shib community is going to get behind you. You know?
Yeah. So. Yeah, partnerships, I think they could have been doing a bit more recently, but I do see that they have been hyper-focused. They recently did drop a video, Lucy Shib, if anyone knows of her. She leaked one of the videos of Rocket Pond, which is one of the first zones that is actually being you know, launched in the Shib metaverse. So it looks beautiful, guys. If you've not seen it, go and have a look over there at Lucy Shib's Twitter. She has posted the video about Rocket Pond actually releasing, and this shows the crypto community that Shib really is still building. You know, they've got this video out now and all this info coming. The puppy net for Shibarium is active and live. Everyone can go see the test transactions. And I know exactly what I need to do to bridge us over to Shibarium. I know the exact plan. Our liquidity is locked. All of my liquidity from the project owner is locked, 65% of it. We have some community members that have helped us out as well, providing liquidity off their own back, which is great. I love to see it. But I would take a percentage of my locked liquidity from the project when Shibarium is launched, and I will just convert the Ethereum into Bone. That would not affect the price at all, because it's took from the liquidity, and then we'll just move that over to Shibarium so we can actually successfully be bridged over there. So we know what the midterm plan is to bridge to Shibarium.
Awesome. And guys, if you want to check out Cyanide Coin, make sure to check them out. Links to everything is in the description down below. And if you're over on Twitter, links to their their Twitter should be in the description of that post. So whether you're on Twitter or YouTube, links to everything is there for you to check them out. And guys, remember, start queuing up those questions. As long as they're not blatantly disrespectful, we will ask those questions. No questions are taboo. We'll start with donations, then members, then everyone else in the chat. Okay, so a big thing in the meme coin space is like the longevity of these projects, because the health, the life shelf is obviously pretty low. I mean, you guys know your meme coin investors are pretty low. You know what I mean? And we see these products come and go and stuff like that. So we see your roadmap and stuff like that. So let's go through your roadmap and see what exactly your kind of plan is to be, you know, a household name in the space, because it seems like your phase 3 is 50,000 plus holders. You guys have, I believe, over 1,000 holders right now. So tell us about that. So
we're not actually over 1,000 holders at the moment.
Oh, I think it might be 100, right?
Yeah, we're at over 170
okay, I see.
Holders.
I read that as 1,700, not 172. Okay.
Yeah. So the roadmap actually, you know, we're going to be ahead of the roadmap because the coin is not picked up as much steam as fast as the roadmap is showing. So we're on 170 members at the moment. So my plan is to drop our staking, which was planned for phase 3. We're going to drop that with UNCX. That is our liquidity provider who we lock our liquidity with on DEX tools. Yep. And we're going to just do a staking and farming pool with them at 250 members, actually. So I do need to come and update this roadmap and change that. So, yeah. So that same provider is where we're going to do the, if you click on there, we can actually show the people what these farms look like. They actually look very nice, intuitive. Once that loads, it will just be the farms.
Yeah, I think this is the Unicrypt lock, the liquidity locker.
These provide farms, bro. So it's up here somewhere. You can click services at the top or something. Or farms, right next to the services button.
Okay.
Yes. So this is where we will launch Cyanide, you know, staking. Right here, it'll be easy for us to do. It only costs 0.15 Ethereum to launch on this platform, and any project can do this. You know, this is why I also wanted to, you know, teach some education to the community as well, how easy it is to do stuff like this. And I'm here to talk people through it if they want to know how we're going to do this every step of the way.
Yeah, farming is an interesting option we have in this space. I mean, any kind of farming, really. I think that it's a good opportunity, especially for products that are like going to be long term in the space to bullish morale, farms, damn it, make extra money and stuff like that, right?
This is one of my Shiba Inu, you know, members. They're bullish morale. I see him with the Shiboshi PFP there, you know. So Mr. Bullish, you know, I'm building. My name's Real Boss Man. You may have seen me around before in the Shiba Army. Check out the project, brother.
Absolutely. And you said that in the Telegram, you guys do video chats?
So yeah, we have the Telegram, you know, chat at the top where we can come in, do video chats. If anybody wants to see what's on my screen in the day when I'm, you know, doing my work and stuff and planning stuff with the other admins, we can show that. You know, I do show my face to the admins, but I have a marshmallow helmet that I actually can put on to speak with community. If you wanted to see me, you know, but I would wear a marshmallow helmet. That, you know, the music guy. What for that? But yes, the roadmap, just going back to that to keep on track, is so phase 1 is actually going to be releasing the staking for. I've got some notes because I've adjusted the roadmap to, you know, you have to be able to adapt to the situation. Yeah. So phase 1 is completing Rodney live for today, doing a staking and completing our Shiba Inu intake form, Rodney, because, you know, to get on Shibarium legitimately, you actually have to
what's
submit
the process? What's the process?
Yeah, so you have to go into the Discord and they have links towards the Shiba form. You just go on there and I will be doxed to Shiba, basically. I have to tell Shiba my name. So I will be doxed to Shiba because I'll be on their blockchain operating, guys. So, you know, that is phase 1 for me to get to the staking of 250 members. When we hit that, we're going to release the staking with UNCX and then apply for that SHIB intake form. We also have getting listed on CoinGecko in phase 1 because we're still not on CoinGecko. We've done many applications and we got listed on CoinMarketCap straight away. But CoinGecko has been taking their time. We're being relentless with them. We're being relentless. Shibarium Bridge is phase 2. So we're going to bridge over to Shibarium and get our liquidity working well over there for the Shiba community to get eyes on us. And we should be one of the first tokens as we're basically ready. And we are, you know, we've had a successful launch. We can definitely bridge some liquidity over there to make that happen. And then phase 3 would be building up the Cyanide world. And now this does need adding in to the website as you're looking. But we're going to be building up the Cyanide world on phase 3. And by each of these parts, we aim to have, you know, maybe 50,000 holders, maybe 10,000 holders by phase 2. You know, these are ambitious goals, but I believe with the vision, with who, you know, what we're trying to achieve here, it's definitely possible. You know, it's definitely possible.
Awesome. And yeah, I'm going ahead and one of some other stuff here. And then, yeah, so tell us about the listings for CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko, because I know they're pretty hard to get on. I hear, is CoinGecko harder?
Yes. So actually, we got rejected for CoinMarketCap with the first contract and the second contract that we launched. But when we launched the third contract, after clearing everything up, all the loose ends, the bots, and making it look beautiful and all as it should, we was accepted first time. Just literally the first time we put the form in, nothing was changed. We linked them to the website and everything the same, what they asked for. And we used the same email address and we was accepted. With CoinGecko, they want to see us with trading volume. You know, they're worried about volume. Their terminal, their Gecko terminal tells us that we need volume. And so I believe that is the thing. And also, we had word back from CoinGecko about we're not organic, apparently. And that just made me laugh, absolutely, because, you know, that is exactly what we are. We have not paid for any crazy, you know, call groups in Telegram or, you know, to get trending on DEX tools like some of these projects are doing recently, guys. You can actually pay to get #1 trending on DEX tools. We're not doing that. We're trying to legitimately build a normal, strong community. We have that. Our team is solid. You know, we have some heavy hitters in this space, you know, that are connected, and nothing is going to stop the Cyanide Army. With my leadership, I'm a crypto. I love it. Yeah, my computer background is from computer science, games technology. I've built not metaverses. I've built VR worlds before in the virtual reality at university. That was a part of one of my FYPs. And I've done a lot of game building in my time. So this is my dream. I'm living my dream now. I didn't expect to be here at this time, but I'm grateful to everybody on my journey. You know, grateful to you, Rodney, for giving me this platform to speak and, you know, tell everybody about my coin and the journey I've been on myself. But honestly, guys, I'm just trying to build my vision to get onto Shiba and build on the land for you guys and build a nice world and an interactive experience there. And then also, we can build much more than that if you're not interested in Shiba. You know, we can grow as a massive community like PEPE, you know, like all these other coins. We can be massive over the long run.
Yeah, thanks for coming on the show, man. I know people that do AMAs on my show know that my community is a little tough, you know. They like to ask the tough questions, and they're always like super skeptical. So like you guys coming on the show, especially since, you know, some people that are in my community know how we do it over here. You know, people are going to ask some tough questions and stuff like that, which would make some developers not want to come. But I appreciate you guys for coming on the show, and thank you so much for sponsoring today's stream. And remember, if you guys want to check out this product, links to everything is in the description down below. But let's get to some questions because we got to hear from the community, and I'm sure you guys will be able to answer these. We have Blockchain Betty saying, and only 65% of your liquidity is locked. Now, I know, are you planning to lock the rest of it? But I do know that sometimes you need liquidity to do things. So can you just talk about that for a second? Because we did look at your liquidity lockers.
Yeah, so my liquidity as the project dev is actually all locked. You can see, Rodney clicked on them actually on UNCX. You can see I've locked all of mine. My community actually, I've actually locked the rest of it. There is a small amount, about 1 Ethereum's worth, which I currently don't have locked because of the 0.8 fee. So as soon as that becomes enough to lock and it's worth it, I will lock it. But it's nothing compared to what I've currently locked. You know, like Rodney says, sometimes projects might need some unlock to bridge to different blockchains like Shibarium, which is our plan. But that is not the what I'm going to do. One of these wallets, which is the 2-month wallet, we plan to move to Shibarium because hopefully Shibarium will be dropped in that time frame. You know, I've connected with the Shiba army, and hopefully there's word on their street. That it could be coming in within the next 2 months. So
yeah, we'll see. Shaitoshi has not been batting 1,000, you know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you can't rely on anything you hear about it. But yeah, so that's my explanation, guys. Honestly, you can check it. all of mine is locked up, their community members and different providers. You can scroll down actually, Rodney, on the left in DEX tools here, and it tells you how many pair holders there is. Tells you at the bottom how many pair holders they are.
Yeah, 6.
So there you go.
And then I had a question about, I did see a question about who holds what, and everything's like obviously, you know, available over on Etherscan. So it looks like Benny. So you guys probably sent Benny some, right?
So Ben, so I'll explain that. So I actually came up with Ben. I was on my worstest month in crypto. I was losing all my money in my current investments. I was down about 20 grand.
Wait, you came up with Ben token? That Bitcoin crypto?
I made money in that, bro. I had to come up.
Oh, okay.
I had to come up. I invested in it. Yeah.
Oh, hell
So
yeah.
what I did is I was losing all my money. I had about 6K left in one of my investments, and I actually quickly, one night I gave up. And I put it all in Winnie the Pooh token, that Pooh token that Ben was talking about as well, that BitBoy was talking about. And I woke up the next day with about 30 grand from my 6K. I paid off my car, my loans, my debts in real life, which made me, you know, have a much easier real life. I have minimal monthly bills now because of that. And I'm very grateful for that one. And then I was scrolling on Twitter and I seen BitBoy make a tweet about Ben token. And I was 20 minutes after the tweet. I was quick. I seen the tweet after 20 minutes. And it was late at night in the UK. So what I did is I just put my whole 12K that I had left after paying everything off. I put it all into Ben token on a gamble, and I expected to wake up with nothing. But I woke up with another 42K. You know, this happened 2 days in a row, guys. I made about 70K. I had a massive come up. And then that's given me the opportunity to launch Cyanide Coin. So as a thank you, we sent Ben, you know, 4.7% of the supply because I had my come up, and I'm a real guy. You know, I'm real. Like, I'm going to pay him back for it, bro. Thank you to Ben. If you hear about this, I want to speak to you. I've been messaging you, bro, to like reach out, bro. Come and speak to Real Boss Man, bro.
Yeah, Ben.
Read your DM, bro. I've hit him up loads on both Cyanide account and Real Boss Man. I'm trying to contact him. I've messaged his friends, some of those Bored Ape guys and stuff, and reach out, bro.
Also, that guy's hard to get a hold of, you know.
Also, my admins actually came up with the idea, even though I came up with Ben and made money, you know, with it. I didn't originally decide to send Ben the tokens. So we was talking about marketing and how we can market smartly. And my admins mentioned Ben. So when they recommended we do that, because he actually posted a tweet saying any projects that send me their treasury, you know, Ben posted that tweet, if anyone can remember. So my admins came to me and said, do this, send Ben some tokens. And I said, oh, well, actually, guys, you know, I did make the money with Ben, so I'm not against that. So I'm down for that. And, you know, so we do stuff together. My admins do. It's not all just my decisions. They've had an input on that. And yeah, it's nothing to concern about, you know, it's Ben.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, the interesting thing about the whole Ben situation is obviously BitBoy Crypto abandoned PSYOP and what's the other one? Loyal token. So we'll see how that does. But Ben, that was a good token. And honestly, I did see Ben tweet about it. I didn't ape into it because I was already in so many other plays that were doing well. And I didn't want to get into another one. But I missed the boat on that one because that thing absolutely sent to $110 million market cap. We'll see if it gets back. But that was a good play, man.
Yeah, and I jumped on it, bro. So that's how I that explains the Ben wallet to anybody who might have questions in the future. Just to be totally honest and transparent as well. If he does dump it one day, guys, you know, we'll buy it back. That the maths won't, you know, he can't drain the pool because the maths and how liquidity pools work. So if he dumped that, it would be a dip for like a day or two. If the community is strong, we'll buy it back and it'll be out.
Awesome. And I did see a question. I can't find it, though, but they asked, and then we answered this at the beginning of the stream, but if you could just repeat it. What problems, if any, are you trying to solve for the cryptocurrency kind of world right now? If you guys are just going to be more than a meme coin and a kind of utility token, what kind of problems do you think you guys are going to be solving?
So we're just trying to bring happiness to crypto. We're not trying to specifically solve a problem at this point. You know, if we become that successful and, you know, I complete the metaverse vision and the community want to keep pushing, and we will, I'll be there every step of the way, and we can absolutely develop. We already did speak to some of you know, other communities, and they wanted us to try and bridge it over to Pulse Chain. So we have lots of, you know, options available in regards of growth in those, you know, to that question there, Rodney. Like we, but we're not trying to solve a specific problem. We have saved some communities, and I want to just mention this as well. When I started this coin, you know how it is when you first, you may not know how it is actually. I had to try and get some people on side. So I went to the first token was the Piglet token. They were trying to make a spin off of the
I saw that.
bro.
Yeah.
You see that? I went there. I actually lost some money in there, and then actually, after losing the money in the Piglet token, we took their admins and they helped me start Cyanide. Actually, you know, because they wanted to help, because the dev was actually just MIA. You know, not missing in action. So them admins actually wasn't good ones, even though they was the first ones there. They came through V1, V2, and V3, and later dumped before the pump what we're on now. They dumped because they didn't believe in me. Those admins, they're gone now. Those ones are. But then we saved some admins from the normie community after that. So normie guys, yeah, it was going down. I realized this. I went to their chat, yeah, and I was trying to save them. My admin, you can come to my Telegram. His name is Crypto is my dopamine. We have Frank T, and we have Mr. McCoy. You guys, they've joined Cyanide Coin because they've seen that I am trying to build something legit for you, yeah. And they wouldn't have came if they didn't see that. I've spoken to them all. They all know about me. They all know who I am. And the normie community, we tried to save them. We went in there. They even opened up a voice chat and told them that, you know, it's a rug, bro. So it was terrible. And Mr. McCoy and Dopamine, these guys was in the admin chat for normie, and they was asking questions every single day, like, where are you guys? What is going on? And they never got a response, not once. They said not one time. So I'm different. I've been in crypto. I'm going to be here every step of the way. I've been here with my community on the dance. Look, we had a whale dump today just before Rodney's live stream to try and get us down, guys. If you want to look into that, what community they're from, go and have a look on Etherscan. Just go and have a look at the wallets that dumped, and go and see the token, what's connected, and just stay away from them. They're out here to try and get us, and we've not even spoke about them once myself, Real Boss Man. I've had no problem with any of them, and they're just like trying to get my project down. Like, I've not spoke about their project not once, and I won't mention it. So
hey,
I love you all.
Sell, man.
I love you all, and I'm building.
Yeah, people are going to sell, you know, it's just part of the game, you know what I mean? Like, you know, especially people get early into the project. And thank you for another $20 donation. AI Doge Communities in House just breaking bread today. Thank you so much. Okay, so we don't have a ton of questions, just comments in the chat. But I want to end with something that's really important, because I think this is kind of like the deciding factor on like whether people want to invest. So in your opinion, Mr. Bossman, if someone's on the fence about buying Cyanide, what would you tell them to make them invest in this project?
So I would tell you that we're just building a real community of people. Like, even if you don't like the Shiba vision, you know, even if you don't want to build in the metaverse and bridge to Shibarium, we still have a great community of people that are just here for each other. You know, we're going through crypto. We're in the bear market still, guys. You could class this as, and we're just building a strong community to go into that next bull run. So if you're looking for a safe space, you know, somewhere where you can just talk to people, or the dev, myself, and you want to ask questions, that's what we're building, Rod. There, you know, just a place for people to communicate honestly with each other, and you know, you're not going to get deleted from the chat. You're not going to get kicked. You could speak your mind in Cyanide Coin, guys, and we're gonna, you know, we're gonna get to a solution. We're gonna come to an agreement.
That's big, because that's the way I run things on my channel. I like to let people speak freely, because sometimes, you know, in the midst of all the comments, you get some really good information, you know, and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I'm not really one for drama myself. So any arguing, any shouting, any effing and blinding, you know, swearing, I don't entertain it. If people come to that with me, I'll be leaving the space where that is happening. We're not going to, you know, be doing that. My coin is to build happiness. We're building a good community. I'm from the Shiba Army, guys. You know, the Shiba Army is a good place where I was in the Discord for a long time, and you know, we all just learned to get along, and that's what we're going to be doing in Cyanide Coin as well. As you know, I've been around these ways, and I've seen how things work, and we don't want to be having those types of you know, bad communities. We're going to build a good community.
Awesome. Well, my man, it's been a pleasure having you on the stream. I think Sir Poops a lot's having some technical difficulties, maybe.
Yeah, he keeps popping in and out. I think something with his internet. He did message, so don't worry about it.
He's got that. He's got that Jake Gagan internet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but guys, we're on a dip. Seriously, Cyanide Coin on a dip. Come and scoop the dip, make us stronger. If you want to get in, look, we had a pump, as you can see. This is perfectly normal for what should happen in a coin. You know, 50% retracement from the top. This is your opportunity if you want to get in. Not financial advice, just as the project owner. I'm not in control of the chart. But just so you know, guys, I have not sold a single token on the chart myself as Real Boss Man. You can check all the wallets and you can see that.
Last question, because we have a very important question here. $5 donation. Favorite street taco, beef, pork, or chicken? And you can't trust a dev that likes chicken tacos.
Bro, it's got to be the beef taco, bro.
Come on now,
beef,
right?
yeah, with some barbecue sauce on there as well.
Barbecue sauce on a street taco. That's a red flag right there.
No, I would put it on. I would put a little bit on, just a bit, bro, just for some flavor.
That's a ghetto creation right there.
Yeah, ghetto. That's how it is.
Yeah. I appreciate you, brother. Well,
no
thank
problem.
you so much, guys. Remember, everything about this product is in the description down below. This video is going to be here forever. It's over on Twitter. If you want to catch up, we do start at the 9 a.m. mark. Again, it was a pleasure having you on, Mr. Bossman. Until next time.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye, everybody. Cyanide Coin.
Let's go. All right, let's chill out for a second. DJs, what's up, babies? Thank you guys so much for all the donations. Doge AI really shilling right there. I don't know how many for. I suppose we could bring up your token here for a second. Hold on. Doge AI, and then we'll talk a little bit about more of which is it this one? Doge CEA that's down 50% on the day. I don't know if that's a good shill. All right, barbecue sauce on street tacos, absolutely red flag. What's up, babies? How y'all doing? What's up? Let's have a little chat. All right. Yeah, see, I don't know about that. I don't know if 82% all time. I don't know about that's a good shill. You know what I mean? And again, shout out to the Cyanide devs for coming on, sponsoring the streams, guys. Always remember to ape with caution. We all know meme coins could be a little dangerous. You know, sometimes they're here for a good time and not a long time. So make sure you are being careful when buying these projects. Maybe this is the wrong Doge AI. I can't copy contract addresses, so give me your AI Doge. My bad. Give me your actual like ticker. AI Doge. All right, let's do some Q&A, guys. Let's do some Q&A. Better. Is this it? Hold on. 97.9. It's not at you either, bro. You got to get it together. Give me your ticker, weirdos. Let's do some Q&A, guys. Let's do some Q&A. What's up? How's everybody doing today? How was your day yesterday? I know it was a little MIA. You know what I mean? How's everybody doing? Yeah, PEPE is trying. PEPE's not doing too bad. It's up 2% on the day. We like to see that. Any kind of gains is any kind of gains, right? So much FUD today. I mean, that's the degens, you know, people speak their mind and whatnot. But in the defense of the community, like we've been wrecked a lot by tokens promising us the world and not following through. So, hey, the burden of proof is on you guys, Real Boss Man. You know what I mean? The burden of proof is on you guys. We're here to watch. You know what I mean? Now we have the resources. And hey, if Cyanide is one of those tokens that fucking 1000Xs, fantastic. Because we've had a few of those, right? Not 1000Xs, but maybe 10X, 100X and stuff like that. So. Rodney, are we going to have a party at my new house? You guys down? Who's coming to Virginia? Let's go. Yeah, but I don't know which one's yours. What's your ticker? Give me your ticker. Doge community. The proof is in the pudding. Yeah, baby. Yeah, see, a lot of us got wrecked. You know what I mean? So, hey, man, the burden of proof is on you guys. We're here. All the world's a stage, baby. We're here for it. Guys, smash the like button. Again, thank you guys so much. Selmo FUD, big pink taco guy. AI Doge, all caps. I think they're always okay. There's 3 AI Doges. There's this one. There's this one. There's this one. AI Doge. AI Doge. 890K. New Jack City. But can you be explaining how to make crypto coin, please? Can I make a video? I'm not. There's a ton of videos on how to make crypto coins, guys. It's actually a lot easier than you think. The issue with crypto coins is like you need marketing and stuff like that. And I'm not a developer. You know what I mean? I don't know how to do that stuff. I think I know how a little bit, but I don't know how to do that one. Jayhawk, 1K donation. If you could tell me anything said that made sense or a kind of utility. I mean, the utility is it's a meme coin. That's what I'm getting, right? It's a meme coin. So it's like a PEPE, right? They said they have some sort of utility in the future, but you know what I mean? But it's a meme coin. A product. No snipers in early, no farm early since 890K. Rodney, play the video. Ellen Styles, honestly, I don't think that those videos. I like that video, Ellen, but I don't think it doesn't give the good perception of like. It just seems too like not like legit for meme coin. I don't think it makes the meme coin look any better, to be honest. I like the video; it's nicely done, but I think like the things in the videos, it's just not. It's like the Lambos and the hot chicks. Like it's just not good for meme coins. I don't think anybody takes that sort of stuff seriously. But I do like the video. It's nicely done, Alan. It's nicely done. And shout out to Alan, was one of the main people dunking on Saitama back in the day, which I do appreciate that. You know what I mean? I don't think it's like a good perception. I could play it, but I don't think it's a good perception. AI Doge, how about this? AI Doge, DM me on Twitter your contract address. DM me on Twitter. You know what I mean? It's like that's like old like when Lambo kind of stuff. You know what I mean? I appreciate you, Alan. Dude, that was crazy back in the day. Those Saitama spaces. All right. I mean, I'm telling you, people are not going to like this video. I have a pretty good perception, but I'll play it for you guys. Hold on.
Cyanide Coin.
It's nicely done, but you know what I mean? All right, let's do some Q&A, baby. Let's do some Q&A. Rodney, have you invested in the Pulse? Yes, Yo-Yo. So what I did is I sacrificed to Richard Hart, and then I got my Pulse token. So I have them. I'm just going to hold them. I'm not going to really deal with them. Yeah. I think he'll pump during the next bull run. MTV style? Yeah. Oh, Alan needs to come and take some cyanide. Fucking Selmo, be nice. Selmo, be nice. Be nice. My community's a bunch of rabid dogs. I love y'all. I love y'all. But we love meme coins too, right? We love meme coins. So big meme coin guys. And remember, we're doing another AMA at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, giving away a fat bag for Wednesday token for $1,000. Chrissy says, what the F is this? Strip club ad or what? Rodney Swear, Jayhawk, we're doing one with Wednesday token today, but Wednesday token's a little more established, but there is a big promo for Wednesday token on what is it? Fucking Netflix right now. Guys, see, I finished my tattoo yesterday. You guys like it? Finally finished. Dude, my tattoo artist is the man, bro. He's the actual man. Rabbit Dogs here. We go back, look at live pair soon. Jayhawk, yeah, don't argue with Jayhawk, man. Jayhawk's an OG degen in my space, dude. Look at the community has a right to be skeptical. That's people skeptical, right? Skeptical, right? Yeah. So Cyanide's only on Uniswap as of right now. They're gonna bridge over to, probably bridge over to SHIB or other networks soon. How much ETH did it cost to finish that tattoo? Actually, dude, he didn't even want to charge me for the touch up. He like gave me the biggest. This tattoo should have been a lot of money, but he gave me big discounts. Just because I was cool with him and whatnot. So communities making content is the bare minimum. Trying to make that shit believable, taste skeptical. Yeah, I mean the community. So the thing is, like, the burden of proof, like any cryptocurrency product that comes into the space, it's always filled with skeptics, right? Filled with skeptics. But it's a burden of proof for the product to prove, like, if these guys do 100x, I mean, there it is, right? I mean, you know what I mean? Thank you so much. Yeah. It was super cheap. I think it cost like altogether like maybe 3,000, maybe like 2,000, 2,500, maybe even less than that. But it should have been way more because it's $220 an hour for these tattoo artists, and I think I spent like 16 hours. So what's that? Let's do a calculator here. So I went to public school, so let's see. Okay, let's do, okay, so what, 220 times, we'll say 19. So it should have been about $4,000, but he literally only, I think it was like 2,500 or something crazy like this. Yeah, so it was 19 hours. So it should have been more, 2 8-hour sessions plus another one. He should have, and then he did another one on my chest and my arm. So, but I mean, when you're cool with people, they're cool with you, right? You know, he's a good dude. Tattoo artists are, I mean, that's the grind, right? That's the grind. Damn, my girl at work. Yeah, dude. Yeah, a lot of it. Okay, thank you so much, Doug. Thank you guys so much for all the donations. I do appreciate that. I'm not gonna sit here and chill your token, but we'll take a look at it. We're gonna dig into like the contract address and stuff like that. So let's see, Nicole. Oh, what's up, Nicole? Oh, I mean, you're with Alan, right? So you guys are you guys working on a bunch of products, AI, Doge, and this one? I appreciate that. I remember Nicole from the Saitama. Yeah, I know you used to be in space with Alan too, so appreciate that. How you doing, Nicole? All right, let's check it out. Here we go. Here's the one. 5% up. Okay, so this is the one. 95 holders. Oh, you guys launched on what? May 31st. You guys are absolutely sended. Let's go. Let's check out your contract. Greens across the board. That's what we like to see. Nice. You guys are up. There's some fat green candles. Let's go ahead and check out your Ether scan. See how these wallets are looking. Okay. So you have a lot in the token vesting. That's actually good. So locked liquidity, burn address, and it looks like it's distributed in the wallets pretty good. That's not bad. 91 holders. So obviously, let's see your liquidity to market cap ratio. So 54K in liquidity, market cap. A little small, but not like the worst we've seen in crypto. So this is not bad. This is actually not bad. So thank you so much. Actually not bad at all. It says it's not a honeypot though on here though, so. Yeah, everything's a scam in the space till it's not, right? That's like what people say. The burden of proof is on these projects, right? I'm not too sure what Optimus is, to be honest. The reliance on SHIB, the usage of CNH comics, have been bad backup plan already in case the E&D order, planning to offer a partnership, a bunch of other stuff are red flags to me. I respect that opinion, Brad. Hardest working man in crypto, Brad. When I get to VA, we're gonna have we're gonna have some phone calls, bro, some FaceTime because I need to help building a nice AR. I only want one sick one. So when I get to freaking Virginia, I'm gonna build the sickest AR. So I'm gonna need your help with that. And you give me the hookup on some night vision goggles too. What's when we see the red supers? Oh yeah, I'll do a full in-depth review of your product for a red super. I think I have to. I don't have a choice. So no wallet tracking. We encourage you to take your profits. That's good. That's good. Take your profits, right? People telling you not to sell is kind of dumb, right? Biggest red flags when they say centralized exchange coming. Well, with the amount of exchanges we have, like taking cryptos, like if they get a decent amount of volume in this project, oh, they could probably get listed on a lot of exchanges with no clear use case. You know what I mean? You want to do a full AMA? We'll slide into my DMs and we'll make that happen. So slide into my DMs and we can make that happen. I'm more bullish on your AR than this. My AR is going to be sick, bro. Oh, poor RFD, dude. RFD is taking a big dump. How's RFD doing today? Yeah, RFD take a big dump. What are that? 13 million market cap? Yeah, this looks bad. I mean, this looks like every other abandoned project in crypto. It may not happen, but you know, we'll see what happens. Yeah, this doesn't look the best. I mean, a lot of the projects, right? I mean, we lost a lot of money, right? We lost a lot of money. Yeah, we could definitely do a full AMA. Hit me up, hit me up, hit me up. And of course, they stream on YouTube and Twitter. So the point is for AMAs, guys, is for you guys to make an informed decision, right? If you see a crypto and you don't like it, well, then you guys are asking the questions and stuff like that. Because the thing is, like, you know, we've had good products on the space that like people they doubted and they did well, and vice versa. We had products in the space that people liked and they did bad, you know? So that's the point of the AMAs, for you guys to speak to the devs and you guys to kind of weigh the pros and cons of buying a project, right? So you get a better informed decision. Because if you were to see a project pumping or something like that on Etherscan and stuff like that, or excuse me, on Dex tools, like you don't know the devs, you don't know anything. So it's good for you guys to be able to speak to someone and talk to someone about the project, you know, so you guys can make an informed decision, right? It's not me telling you to buy the project, because you guys do what you want, right? I didn't buy the project, right? Because I think that's kind of a conflict of interest. Like if I buy a project, do an AMA on it, you know what I mean? It's bad. What's up, Bengal? How you doing? taking supply for payment and stuff like that. It's just all bad news, you know. Shut up, Jayhawk. Yeah, no softball questions, right? Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna ban people from the chat for saying mean things. You know what I mean? It's just, I know AI does. You guys are actually fully doxed. Yeah, let's get together, man. Let's do it. Let's do an AMA. You guys have really good liquidity too. Just slide in my DMs. I'll start typing you back after the stream. We'll chat a little bit. What's up, Joe Karu? How you doing, baby? How you doing? What's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, you guys' chart looks fucking phenomenal. Actually, that's a good chart. Because we've had products come on the chat and then they do well with their AMAs, fully docs and stuff like that. Because here's the thing, like I always encourage developers to dox themselves because literally no one's gonna their minds go somewhere else when people are not doxed and they automatically say no way. You know, it's the first big thing. So if you're doxed, at least you have that going for you. You know what I mean? Am I still? Yeah, I'm still bros with Teddy Dino. I know Teddy had the whole Shibnobi thing, and I feel bad for Shibnobi or Teddy because if you're Teddy, right, and because at the time Shibnobi was popping, and you get the opportunity to be their chief technical officer, and they're gonna pay you money for it, you're gonna take it, right? You're gonna take it. You're gonna take it. You know, and you feel bad for Teddy because Shibnobi they dipped. Shibnobi hasn't rug pulled yet. They're still under new management, but I can't see them being successful under new management. I just can't see that happening, right? But you know, he's a good dude. Yeah, Cliff is a terrible person. I'm still friends with Teddy. I mean, he's not doing crypto. He is streaming every now and then, right? But and that's rough when you become like part of a dev team and then they wreck the community. Like good luck, you know, good luck. He want to talk about everything but my damn 40 minutes of mode. I got you, Jayhawk. Yeah, Teddy's a cool guy, bro. Yeah, Shibnobi, everything in the beginning had good vibes, right? Shibnobi had really good vibes, especially since it was Saitama versus Shibnobi. You know what I mean? Yeah, but definitely being doxxed helps your token because people like that, right? So if you guys are doxxed, AI, Doge, people love that, right? Yeah, Shinobi did drop. Yeah. Yeah. We'll see what happens because did they have I think they had a pre-sale, right? I don't know if it was open to the public, but that's not going to be good. Teddy should have known. I don't feel bad. I mean, that's some people's opinion. You know, I'm neither here nor there. I've asked Teddy to come on the show and talk about it, but I'm not sure if he's under contract or stuff like that. I don't know. You know, I appreciate that, Alan. What else we got going on in the chat? Yeah, I want to see you guys there in the giveaway later, 1 p.m. Guys, come to the Wednesday token AMA. It's going to be on Twitter, so you don't have to have a screen up. You could just have like the Twitter playing. I'm trying to read some of these. Grind Kings. Guys, thank you for suggestions for the LV bag. Nice. Yeah, Javi, did she like it? I mean, if you're going to give your wife a Louis Vuitton bag, she's not going to like it, bro. I mean, she's not going to not like it. You know what I mean? Shouts to you, Javi. Hopefully it didn't cost you an arm and a leg. B Money Shield, that CHX at 30K, dude, knows how to build a community. Yeah, some people in the space really are good at it, Dino. I left whatever I had in there, not putting another dime into Shibnobi. Yeah, dude. I got it out of there quick. I mean, I sold Shibnobi. I think I bought Shibnobi, made a profit, and then when it dumped again, I bought the dip, and then it kept dumping, and I think I broke even altogether. I didn't really invest too much into Shibnobi. But if you did invest into Shibnobi when it launched, or when I made a first video about it, because I made it because people wanted to talk about it, dude, it absolutely sent to the moon, bro. It was crazy, bro. Jayhawk, I was hell excited to see your ass today too. Yeah. Oh, you want to come over in 2 hours? Yeah. So guys, when I move to Virginia, I'm gonna be extremely consistent because if we're being completely honest, guys, I have a lot of bad influences out here, but um, the timing works better for coffee and crypto over on the East Coast, anyways, because it'll be at 11 a.m. Because Monday night I went to Blue Monday with all my friends. That's my last Blue Monday. I'm not gonna be able to see a lot of those guys again, or probably not for a long time. And I wanted to really send it with those guys. And I mean, I'm going to bed at 4 a.m. It's just not happening. It's just not happening. It's just not happening, right? I tried. I woke up, I tweeted, I went to bed. Just dead tired. You know, and then I had to pack and stuff like that. So it's my bad, you know. But you know, East Coast Virginia is going to be good for me. It's going to be very, very good. It's like a new it's going to be like a whole new beginnings over there. It's going to be great. But I held and didn't take profits, waiting on the game, and it dropped. Then it dropped. Yeah, exactly. 7 seasons. I mean, the moral of the story is, like, if you're up, take profits, right? I mean, that's what we've learned. It doesn't matter who it is, what crypto. It doesn't matter if it's big. It doesn't matter what it is, whatever crypto it is. If you're up, take some profits. Consider paying yourself. It's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a fucking YouTuber. But what I've seen from Memecoins is that people don't take profits, and when you don't take profits and hold the bag, a lot of times these products never come back, right? Texas going to be better. I mean, Texas was an option, Jayhawk. I mean, that place you sent me, bro. I mean, it looked nice. It looked really nice. But I like Virginia for now, right? So anyone got ADA at 21 cents? Rough. Or Crow. Dude, Crow's been rough, dude. Crypto.com has been so rough, dude. Crypto.com has been so rough, right? If you're buying Crow. Exactly, bullish morale. I mean, look at everybody got wrecked, right? So many people were up, they're like, it's gonna 1000x. It's like, dude, no one knows that. Just because the dev is telling you that, you don't know that. You know what I mean? And I remember like Russ from Saitama was shaming, I think it was Mr. Diamond Hands and Crypto Noah for taking profits, and it turns out they were geniuses, right? They were geniuses for selling right there. Like that was a perfect time to sell. So, you know, like don't let anybody shame you into not taking profits, because I think it's completely like you need to take profits, right? Because you just never know. You just never know in this space. Well, Crow is like, with all these like uncertainties in crypto exchanges, remember Crow's big in the United States. So it's like, you know, and all this stuff, all this uncertainty with regulators and stuff, like Crow could be one of those that doesn't do well, you know? Our boy Blockchainiac just launched today. His play BNB checked. Rotica. Well, if it just launched today, he's gonna have to slide in my DMs for promo or something like that. I'm not gonna look at that. Pepe is doing nothing yet, trading sideways, but nobody's doing anything, Ahmed. Pepe is not gonna do anything unless the market moves, unless there's some crazy news. It's just not going to. That's just a fact, you know. Pepe's not gonna do anything, guys. It's 1K. Market cap? That's actually pretty good. I don't know. I like to wait on cryptocurrency price. I mean, we could check it out. We could check it out. I'm not gonna do a full analysis of it, but when did it launch? What was it called? Yeah, we'll check it out. Why not? We like some degen plays. Why not, right? ROTD. I don't see anything with ROTD. This is 27 days ago. Yeah, I don't see anything. DN me the ETH address. Yeah, he's a good. I mean, it's based in a good dude. I mean, we don't know that though. I don't know him. You know, I know who he is, but in the space, but the way I see meme coins is get in, make some money, and get out. You know what I mean? So just Dino, can you DM me the ETH address? Or excuse me, the fucking not ETH address, but give me 1 second. There. I actually have some BNB. Yeah, just DM it to me on I think I got it. Let me see. I mean, it has 11 holders, and no, well, you guys, so it launched, but you guys have it's called Rug of the Day. 7% in, 6% out. That's not good, right? It's not good. The change has been set for LeBron. Her plays crypto. I don't know about that, but yeah, I mean, 7% in, 6% out. It's not good. Then the rule has to be no taxes, right? So, oh, guys, do me a favor, smash the like button, guys. We're gonna get out of here, guys. We're gonna go live at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for the Wednesday Token AMA, giving away $1,000, which is kind of bananas. I don't think we've ever had a play doing that or a crypto doing that. So smash the like button on the way out, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.